The United States is actually the best country for incels to be born in because of an awesome thing called the Second Amendment. We can easily use that to our advantage by buying firearms, going to Washington, D.C., and create a 30-man squad to raid the Capitol building. Another 30-man squad will also be created to raid the White House. We should wear civilian clothing to cause extra chaos and confusion. After we're done with that and successfully overthrow the misandrous U.S. government, we shall create an atheist version of the Gilead Republic from The Handmaid's Tale and install an American Incels.is moderator as the supreme leader of the Gilead Republic.
And that, children, is how 60 angry, pissed-off incels overthrew the US government, don't you know? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is I, your host, Mr. Sean, and today we are covering more Neckbeard, Incel, and Niceguy's posts. Of course, neckbeards are those gentle sirs who think that their edginess and chivalry make them great milady killers. Niceguys are guys that are nice just so long as you're doing what they say and giving them sex, and incels are the ones who are getting no sex and complaining to the internet about it. And of course, I am your humble host, Mr. Sean, maker of YouTube videos as well as crafter of fine minis, some of which are of the not safe for work variety, which I would encourage you to check out on my eBay and Mercari. And without all that being said, let's get started. Avoid women who go to clubs, Dubai, and music festivals. Well, you know what? As I do not go to clubs, Dubai, or music festivals, it should be pretty easy to avoid those women. Thanks for the tip. I know a neckbeard. He claims to be the most hygienic person he knows. Yet, he never washes his trench coat. He wears the thing everywhere, in any weather, and his reasoning is, I don't sweat a lot. My dick is so big it's the size of an average erect one when limp, so I have to cover the bulge. I have a somewhat complicated philosophy on perception, so basically I don't like to be perceived at all, and having my body covered and obscured helps with that. And it makes my frame harder to distinguish, so I look taller and stronger when I wear it. That is a lot of cope, just instead of saying the phrase, I just like wearing trench coats. If you're cool with who you are, no amount of judgment from others is going to make you feel bad about yourself. But again, the only person that can make you feel bad about yourself is you. So when you cope, you're only doing it for yourself. Has hentai gone woke? Well, I don't know. Is it now featuring exclusively plot lines about people of legal age having consensual sex without any type of weird, creepy fetishization? If so, then yes. If not, yeah, probably not. Also, are you saying you watch porn for the plot? Because does it really matter what message it's trying to get across, or are you just there to see boobies? Honestly, I resent girls for how I've been treated over the years, since middle school. Friend zoning, casual rejection, culminating to open rejection at the beginning of 2020. I don't deserve this. Now, by open rejection at the beginning of 2020, do you mean that everybody was staying at home and therefore you couldn't creep on them? Pretty sure there wasn't a lot of rejection in 2020 as much as there was social distancing, but you probably don't know the difference because people don't want to be around you even before that happened. Third wave feminism, especially the Me Too movement, only made more problems. What third wave feminism did was just shift the problem onto men, and now for men, we can't even ask a girl out without being called a creep, laughed at, played of that stuff. That's the big problem it caused. There's way more problems, but the big thing is feminism is causing a population crisis that will happen, and some are even saying it's already happening. But another problem that feminism caused is it put all women on this pedestal where they are respected and don't get punished for what shit they caused, and when a man does it, their lives are ruined. Some even kill themselves from false allegations, and guess what? The women who did it, no punishment. There's way more problems it caused, but those are the big ones. Dude, I'd be worried less about the population crisis and worried about your punctuation crisis. Holy run-on sentences, Batman. Women are strictly for sexual use. That's the entire point of them. Men created societies in order to raise their sons to be men. Yet, they gave that power to women. Men must take back that power so women can go back to serving their purpose. Men. I mean, if you truly believe the purpose of a woman is to serve a man, would you maybe want to try being a man worth serving instead of this crying internet man baby? I mean, if you want change, be the change you want to see. Be someone the woman can go, I want to devote my entire life to him. And if you're not willing to do that, well, then you shouldn't be complaining.
Not a nice guy, but I am respectful, confident, not bad looking, and employed. So why do I have to act like a total asshole if I want to hook up? Serious question.
Serious answer, my dude, you don't, and I don't believe for 1 second that you're actually hooking up. Being respectful, confident, not bad-looking, and employed do not make you a catch. I mean, respectful is the bare minimum. Confident can be a great trait unless you got too much of it, so we'll call that one even ground. Not bad-looking, that's entirely subjective, so you can't really say that about yourself. I've told people this before. It's not up to you to decide if you're good-looking. That's for other people to decide. You can feel confident in how you look, and you can be okay with it, but ultimately whether or not other people find you attractive is up to them, not you. Employed? Yeah, you know what? I would hope that most people in this day and age are employed or independently wealthy. Instead of saying employed, let's just say you can support yourself and pay your own bills, though you might go with employed because you can't do that with the employment you have. No shame, but try to better yourself. I think what you saw is a single instance of a guy with a girl you found attractive, and something he did led you to believe that he might be a jerk. And that one instance, that one small fraction of a lifetime of this one instant you saw this person made you to believe that they're an asshole all of the time and yet somehow get the girl, and that has made you believe that women only like assholes. You don't see what that guy does the rest of the life. Maybe he was kidding around. Maybe that was a brief lapse in judgment. But most people who are complete and total assholes don't get to hook up, and certainly don't find love or relationships. Again, if you want change, be the change. Be someone worth hooking up with. I am not addicted to porn. Just watch it I want. I would much rather watch porn once in a while than be searching for sex with modern women. I do fly to Thailand when I want sex with real women. American just look ugly to me now. I am about being happy in my life, not being controlled. Alright, be honest with me, passport bro. Do you make the girls call you daddy? And does it make you forget how much you've disappointed your own father? Are you not attracted to American women because you know you can't measure up to their standards? Do you realize deep down that the only thing you have to offer a woman is the exchange rate of American currency? There is nothing wrong with being attracted to Thai women. There is something wrong with feeling like your power as someone with American money is what you need to do to have sex with them. Be better, bro. Maybe put the passport in your safe and pass on that port, if you get what I'm saying. A woman's idea of let's just be friends is, hey, listen to all my problems and keep me company while I have sex with someone else. So I guess a woman's idea of being friends is being friends. I mean, quick question, my dude. When you are friends with a guy, isn't that also just, hey, let's talk it out, keep me company, and I'm gonna go have sex with someone else? Or do you and the bros just bang it out when you don't have dates to go on? I honestly would like to know, because I don't know what you think friends do. Geniuses Nikola Tesla and Sir Isaac Newton were virgins. However, this did not prevent them from laying the foundations of modern physics and electricity. In other words, the lack of sex did not affect them to live fruitfully and help humanity.
Well, that's kind of a good point, but you also have to keep in mind we are in an age of depression, isolation, and relative peace. Smaller problems than helping humanity are plaguing the average man. They lived fruitfully, sure, but they still could have been sad.
I think both people here have excellent points. Yes, being a virgin does not, lack of sex does not prevent you from doing great things and living a fruitful life. Now, the other person says that even though they were successful, they could have still been sad. That is very true, but I think the point is that even if you're sad, you can't just break down and complain on the internet and say, I didn't wish to be born, everyone else needs to, like, help me do what I want and, have sex with me and support me. You have to still go out there and make it work somehow, just like these guys did. Because even if they were sad, which they very well could have been, they still did great things. The world doesn't care if you're sad, and you shouldn't let it stop you. Or maybe just complain on the internet some more. I'm not your dad. The ultimate cope. Most guys in relationships are miserable as fuck. Agree with this or nah? Just been thinking about it, and none of the guys I know in relationships are happy. If you aren't Giga Chad, she will never respect you, and will trade you in for a hotter guy the moment the opportunity arises. At least I can smoke a fat one and play some New Vegas whenever I want. This is the main problem that most men in subreddits like IT or normies in general don't understand. Even if you manage to get into a relationship, if you're sub 8, chances are you will get into a relationship where women won't respect you, won't be committed to you, give you good sex quality, and overall she probably don't attracted to you by your looks. Women won't make her friends jealous by presume his oofy doofy. What the fuck did I just read? Your girl doesn't want a weak beta male that drinks Bud Light and smokes vapes. She craves Top G. I don't know what Top G is exactly, but if it's what's pictured below this phrase, I certainly want none of it. Guys, it's honestly, one, betas and alphas aren't real, but even if they were, it's not so bad being a beta. You know what? That's a lot of responsibility off your chest. Just embrace it and join the beta club over on my Patreon. Like my main man J-Dog. Thanks for the support, J-Dog. Always appreciated. I agree with you to an extent. To call this Rip Thoughts is an exaggeration. He just said, yeah, the dress makes me want to fuck her. Not, that dress makes me want to forcibly have sex with her without consent. Yeah, and plus females don't get opinions. Even when people go to bat for you, you just can't help yourself, can you? Here we have a car that I just don't know how you could have it out in public and not be embarrassed. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I love a nice pair of anime titties too, but I wouldn't emblazon them all over my car. In fact, the only thing emblazoned on my car is the Krusty brand seal of approval. It's not just good, it's good enough. It should be illegal for girls who want to be just friends to show up to the hangout in the most fuckable sundresses. Yeah, something tells me you're not going to get to go to those hangouts much longer if you keep talking like that, bro. Up next, we have a real gentle sir pondering the philosophical, important questions. Why would a rich, famous guy marry a 34-year-old woman? If you started immediately, you might be able to have 2 kids, and she's publicly had sex with a ton of guys. Despite her wealth, she's very low quality for any successful male. Just seems weird and almost like he's a gay guy. Why would a successful man want a middle-aged woman who's always on tour? Could it be because he's gay? So, to check the notes here, guys, marrying Taylor Swift makes you gay. This has been my TED Talk. Feminism is bad for 95% of people, and nearly nobody sees it. As a man who had to put the work in his 20s, you can order women like pizza in your 30s and 40s. The goal for a lot of man is to have unlimited opportunities for woman. It's having a family. The prize for sex was marriage or long dating in the past. The prize is now 0. Men who can get easy laid are the winners, and women are the losers of this game. Most women get 30 plus, and before it's too late, they get with a man who is more a puppy than a sexual being for them, because the guys she dated 5+ years ago don't pick her anymore for a relationship. The pill, feminism, and online dating are the best thing happened to some men, and the worst for all women and most men. Look, dude, I can kind of like suss out the point you're trying to make, but your grammar and even like the words choice you're using, I feel like you're getting confused, and that's due to your lack of intelligence, which makes me doubt the validity of your argument. If you want people to believe your ideas, you have to be able to express them eloquently. Here we have a guy who thinks women should be quiet, keepers at home, doing dishes, laundry, ironing, etc., submissive to husbands, silent in church, caretakers of children, and modestly dressed. So, this guy thinks women should only be housewives and depend on men, but he also probably complains about women being gold diggers and wanting men for money. You can't have it both ways. This guy, like Mike Birbiglia before him, wants a woman that loves him for his money, but doesn't understand math. I don't know, I can't actually see this guy's face. Is this guy Mike Birbiglia? Maybe. Here a guy poses a question. What's your favorite type of visual novel? And he shares some pictures that look like possibly featuring girls of questionable age ranges. The first response is, the kind without child prawn. Followed by, imagine thinking drawings are real. Yeah, and imagine thinking being attracted to fictional children is somehow not creepy. Justice for men. If a man often asks his wife for sex, she will say he's asking for too much. She'll say to him, are you a dog? You won't allow me sleep in peace, always disturbing my sleep. You are not tired. Me am tired. Are you married to a caveman? Again, I would feel worse for these people if they actually knew how to use like proper grammar and sentence structure, but I don't know, I just think that they might be very low intelligence. Perhaps they don't really understand what's going on. Look, as a highly horny individual, I get it. Sometimes she's not going to be in the mood. You're going to try your luck. She's going to say no. She's probably going to be like, Jesus, why are you like this? I know my wife has said it all the time, but you know what? Learn to take the no. Because I guarantee if you don't take the no, then the yes will never come. And to that extent, neither will you, at least not in her. And that seems like a pretty good place to stop, guys. Again, I want to thank you so much for listening to the video. Please click like if you enjoyed it, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we're at a little bit over 825, so we are well on our way. Also, if you'd like to support the channel monetarily, you can always, join the channel, join the Patreon, or check out my minis over on eBay and Mercari. Links are all in the description. Again, any support you can give, very much appreciated. You can even make a one-time PayPal donation. But all that being said, guys, until next time, I'm Mr. Sean, this is Chimera Miniatures, and I sincerely hope that you alpha great day and an even beta tomorrow. Bye-bye!